Alright, so what I have today is my entire military patch collection. I've been collecting patches, I want to say, probably for about a year or so. Really started to get into it recently. I'm going to start here with this book, though. U.S. Military Shoulder Patches of the United States Armed Forces, 3rd edition. I believe this book came out in, it was printed in '81. Just the table of contents alone just shows you how much information this book has. This was given to me by my fiance's grandfather. He knows that I collect, a lot of military stuff. And started getting into patches, and we were talking about it, and he said he had this book and said I could have it. So I'm definitely thankful to have this book. It has been a huge help in finding so many patches. It's got everything from the divisions, the armies, it has state guards in here, infantry brigades, just so much information. In the back of the book here, I'll show you, which I thought was really cool. This has all the divisions in it, the nicknames of the divisions, and what wars they served in. So I thought that was really, really cool. Definitely beats trying to, search each and every division up one at a time and, figure out where they were, what battles they served in, all that good stuff. But, so, let's jump into it. 1st Cavalry Division. Picked this up for $3 at a local surplus store, which is actually where I have most of these patches from. Down here, 9th Corps. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure most of these are World War II. It's the era that I mainly collect for patches. But I mean, if there are a few in here that are newer, a few Vietnam War patches, but this is the 9th Service Command. The Army Service Forces. This one's pretty cool. This is from the 50s. Japanese Logistics Command. I only have 2 Armored Division patches. This one is newer. This is the 1st Armored Division. This was cut off of a uniform. This was given to me by my stepdad. And the 3rd Armored Division. Alright, and over here are all of my Army patches. So starting up here, we got 2 variants of the 1st Army, which my grandfather was in 1st Army during Vietnam. 2nd Army here, 3rd Army here, 4th Army, 5th Army here, 6th Army, 7th Army, which I'm going to go over in just a second here because there's something different about the backing. 8th Army, and the 9th Army. So, excuse me. This 7th Army patch I found at an antique store. This, and I think 4 other patches I bought together. Total was going to be like $30 or something like that. But the guy there is really nice and bundled them all together, I think, for about $15. I'm assuming that this is a World War II era patch, because the backing on it, it's not a snowback, it's not a greenback, it's almost, I don't know if it's felt or what it is, but I thought it was really, really cool. Definitely different from any other patch that I own. So I had to pick that up. Okay, and most of these in here I either found at the local gun show that comes around twice a year, or at the military surplus store that I've been going to for years. So I guess we'll start by going in order. Oops. With the 5th Division, the Red Diamond. And some of these are a little beat up, you know, stained or worn out or whatever. But honestly, I try to find the ones that are, you know, a little torn on the edges, or, you know, look like they're a little weathered. I just think it adds more character to the item. The 8th Division, the Golden Arrow. This was part of the bundle deal that I got with the other patches. I didn't pay $12 for one patch. And this is the 9th Division, the Varsity. Got the 10th Mountain Division, Mountaineers. This one is probably my favorite patch that I have. This is the 17th Airborne Division, the Thunder from Heaven. And the reason I was looking for this specific patch is last summer I was at an antique store and I found the discharge paperwork from the Army for a gentleman who grew up near the town that I live in and enlisted in the 17th Airborne Division. He served in World War II, was part of the Battle of the Bulge. I was really shocked to find it, honestly. Just, you know, that's somebody's discharge paperwork. I thought it was weird to be in an antique store, you know. But he unfortunately passed away after trying to track him down by name. A local history group that I'm in on Facebook actually sent me his obituary. He passed away, I think, in 2000. But I was after this patch because I wanted to hang it up next to his discharge paperwork. And everywhere that I went, nobody either had them, or they were too expensive, or, you know, whatever. I was at the gun show and found this one. Looked all over the place, kept asking vendors that had, you know, whole boxes of patches. They don't have them. Found a guy in a corner booth, had about 6 of these, wanted $10. So I picked that up. Plan on doing a little display with that and the discharge paperwork. Moving on anyway to the 28th Division, the Keystone. Here we have the 44th Division. '65th Division, the Battle Axe. This one I was really excited to find for, I think, $2 or $3. The 66th Division, Black Panther. Really like the look of this one. I've been after that one for a while. Got the 70th Division, the Trailblazers. Excuse me. The 71st Division, the Red Circle. And I have two of these. Reason is, I found this one at my local surplus store. I've been going there for a while now, and the lady there that works there, one of the co-owners, she knows me, she knows what I collect, and they have kind of the more desirable patches behind the counter. She says not a lot of people ask for them, so she gave me the boxes, told me I could go through them, and found this in the bottom of the box. I had bought probably about 8 or 9 patches, I want to say. Found this in this little card case here as she was cashing me out, and I asked how much she wanted for it, and she said I could have it. She threw it in as a gift. Reason it caught my eye, though, was this label here. The 71st Division, I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing this right, the Hart Mountains in South Germany. H-A-R-D-T. Thought that was really cool because she says most of the patches that they get are either from auction or they're taken off the uniforms that get brought in. So I thought that was really cool to kind of have a label with this patch, see where it's been. Moving on to the 75th Division. '98th Division, the Iroquois. One of my favorites. This is a Vietnam patch. Got this from a gentleman at the local gun show. 101st Airborne. This also was in the bottom of the box of patches at the surplus store. I think she wanted $2 for it, just because it didn't have a price tag on it. This is the Anti-Aircraft Command. So I thought that was really cool. This is the 187th Infantry Brigade. This is the Infantry School patch. This is Air Force Armature Specialist. Haven't seen really any of these before, so I thought that was really cool, so I picked it up for like $2. The Austrian Occupation Forces. This is the European Theater of Operations Advanced Base, I guess. There was 2 variants of this, one without the star. Here we have the U.S. Army Pacific. And last but not least, the U.S. Army Europe. Really like the backing on that. So yeah, that is it for my patch collection so far. I am always looking for more patches to add to the collection. And I got plenty of other stuff. I actually just had a decent haul this weekend. And I'm hoping to make a video of that here in a couple days maybe. But in the meantime, thanks for watching.